They pay for that.
They will pay. You understand? They will pay you, but they will tactically delay the payments. The pay due this month, they're not going to pay this month. Even when they will wait till when it's about 2 months before they will pay the first one. You understand? There is a way, there is a tactics they use. So they do it in such a way that even if you are leaving them, if you are going, there is no way you will get all your pay from them. And they do it in such a way that your money will want to tie you down. Because over there are two types of contracts. It's either limited or unlimited. If you are on unlimited contract, you are lucky. You just give your notice for resignation. But that they are limited contracts, you must finish your contracts. And even if you are not going to finish, the amount of money they are going to calculate on your neck to pay with the 3 months notice you are going to work, one will be frustrated. You will just discard the idea of it.
Yeah, good afternoon, my dearest sister. It's been ages. It's nice to have you on this platform.
Wow, good to see you. Good afternoon.
Thank you
I'm glad to
very
see
much.
you.
I'm so happy to see
You're
you
welcome.
again, and the smile still there. I appreciate God in your life.
Thank you.
Yeah, close to 20 years. We appreciate
Yeah.
God. Life has been treating us to the best of God. So,
God, yeah.
yeah, people at home, you have one of my very best friends from the School of Nursing, Victoria Oluwayemisi. She has a way of outlining her names for us. She's going to tell you everything by herself. So I won't take the lead. I'll leave her to do the lead when the time comes. But today she will be discussing with us how internationally educated nurses can migrate to the Emirates, United Arab Emirates. She's been in the journey, so she's got her experiences at her hands. And I'm very sure she's very glad to share her experiences with us. She's able to walk us through how to get it done. She will tell us of the challenges there, the prosperities there, and what counsel she's got for anyone who wants to toil this pathway. So, yeah, Missy, welcome here. Thank you for answering to this beacon.
Thank you so much. So as I said, I'm so glad to see you once again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
As I said, my name is Ogunlade Victoria Yemisi, as I used to say when I was School of Nursing. But now I'm Anyo Victoria
Yes.
Yemisi.
Yes. Thank
So,
you. Thank you,
you're
sister.
welcome.
Welcome. So you are a
I'm
registered
a
nurse.
registered nurse.
Yeah.
Yes. Back home in Nigeria, I was a registered nurse midwife. Then in the United Arab Emirates, I was a HAD RN, that is Health Authority Abu Dhabi registered nurse. And here in the UK, registered nurse, United Kingdom.
Yeah.
So my experience in the United Arab Emirates, well, it was an exciting one with its up and downs, you understand? So there is nothing in life that is perfectly smooth.
No.
So you face some challenges at a certain point in time. And to the glory of God, I was able to overcome the challenges. So being a registered nurse in United Arab Emirates has a process, similar to other foreign countries. As a Nigerian nurse, I'm talking as a, used to be a Nigerian nurse. So, and the process starts by, of course, one has to be academically qualified. Like currently in the United Arab Emirates, for you to become a registered nurse there, you must be a registered nurse with a Bachelor of Nursing Science or 3.5 years diploma nursing in an accredited school of nursing.
So they accept both maybe RN and a specialty and either bachelor's too.
Yes.
So what if
We do
someone
that.
is an RN alone and they do not like RNs are trained for 3 years, not 3.5 years? Would the person still be counted as qualified?
No, no,
Okay.
no. You must have your, RN. They even specified in School of Nursing and Midwifery. You understand? Yeah. So that means you must be, if you've been in School of Nursing for 3 years, you must have had some additional
Qualifications.
diploma. Maybe in specialties that we did. So an accredited School of Nursing. So they accept that. So if you have that, then the other requirements will be your academic certificates, your license as a registered nurse, registered midwife, your certificates from your university, your transcript. So if you mention that you've been to, no matter the number of school that you've attended, if you mention it in your CV to them, you're going to provide transcripts for every school you attended. Then you're going to need your O-level certificates. It's very important to them too. So, and when you have that, of course, you have to have your international passport, current one. So, I actually worked in Abu Dhabi as a registered nurse. So they have, in United Arab Emirates, there are 7 Emirates. We have Dubai, we have Abu Dhabi, which is their capital. Abu Dhabi is their capital, but Dubai is more popular. We have, I've mentioned Dubai, I've mentioned Abu Dhabi. We have Al Ain, we have Sharjah, we have many of them. I've forgotten the name. There are 7. There are 7 in number. So, but Abu Dhabi has had Health Authority Abu Dhabi exam for you to become a registered nurse there. Then Dubai has DHA. We call it DHA. Dubai Health Authority, they have their own exam, different from that of Abu Dhabi. Then others have MOH, I think, Ministry of Health, something like that. So they have their own protocol. Like Abu Dhabi, where I worked, they have their websites. Just Google them. You see their websites. They have their link. If you show your interest to be a nurse there, and they will ask you for your credentials, everything. You submit them. So after you have submitted everything, then the data flow will take over. The
Okay.
data flow is a body that will verify all the documents. All the document, the data flow will verify it. Then you also need your letter of good standing from your licensing body. In Nigeria, we have Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good standing. Then you must have another thing they will require from you is the certificate of employment from your current employer.
Okay.
So
Not all
my own
the employers together. So the current
no, the
employers.
current will give you the certificate of employment for them to know that you're really working there. And I remember during my own time, it was I think, director of admin that gave me my own certificate of employment. Just in their letterhead paper, they want to see, and they will phone them to confirm. They actually sent somebody to come to my
Your place
somebody
of
came
work.
to my hospital. Yeah, my place of work. Then somebody went to because I indicated I was working in A&E. Then I wasn't on duty when the person came, and they came to to find out. So it was when I received the following day, one of my guys was telling me, somebody came looking for you. They were asking questions about you. The moment they met, I knew it was one of their agents from Dubai, from Abu Dhabi, that came to find out. And later, when they came to the admin too, they visited the director of admin too, just to verify. So they take it seriously.
Without
They want
seriousness.
to find out. They'll definitely find out everything. So after that, the data flow will, verify everything, the certificate and everything. If they are valid, they will send you message to apply for their exam. That is a hard exam. Then if it is Dubai DHA exam for nurses, so the exam is coordinated by this body, person view, the body that coordinates these NCLES and all those, all those stuff. So you register with them. You're going to pay. When you pay, then you open an account with them. You choose you have the privilege to choose your exam dates. There are flexible dates for you to choose. So you choose the exam date. So after if you are able to write the exam and pass, so you can only write the exam 3 times, maximum of 3 times, 3 attempts only. So after three attempts, no more opportunity. God forbid batting. May we not be followed by village people. So
God forbid. So if I may jump in here before you move on, please. How
okay.
expensive are these examinations? How financially burdensome are they?
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is that these exams are not expensive, to be sincere. But you know what really the problem we have is the so-called agents. You understand? So the agents they inflate many things. You understand? By the time they tell you what they want to take from you, you'll be devastated. At times you lose interest. But by the time most of the time we settle quarrel between people, the nurses that new nurses that came in and the agents that helped them to do this thing. You understand? By the time by the time they come in, they will discover that when they go to the website by themselves, they will discover that these
It's
things are
so
not
cheap. Oh.
expensive. It's so cheap. And this person, collected this huge
Yeah,
amount.
that's the
So they will
person's source
not be
of
fighting
livelihood.
the person. So we'll have to be, certainly quarrel and, talking to people, just forget. You understand? So that is the problem. The
Blessed are the
exams,
peacemakers.
yes, they are not expensive. No, the prices are, there's something an average
Affordable.
nurse working in Nigeria can afford.
So
You understand?
is it
So
then grossly impossible for me to book my examinations by myself like we used to book CBT or whatsoever?
yes, you can book it by yourself. But the problem we have, most especially people coming from Nigeria, is good internet supply. You
Okay.
understand? Yeah. So then most of the time, some of the websites are, I don't know why they are
They are
restricted.
restricted.
When you are in a certain part of the world,
Hmm.
most especially in Nigeria, you want to go into that website, you'll be restricted because you are in Nigeria. I don't know why they do that. They know the reason behind that. So that is the major problem.
So
That
does
is
it
why
mean
people
that
don't really
if
choice.
if the websites aren't restricted here, can I then book my friend who is in Nigeria from the UK?
Yes, in fact, from the UK, you can, it seems there is good rapport between the UK and the United Arab Emirates. It's like they trust something coming from here more than other parts of the world, like my country, you understand. So
Yeah.
you can do that. You can book, you can actually access their website from here. But
Okay.
most of those websites in Nigeria, they are restricted. I don't know why.
Okay.
So that is why most of our nurses from Nigeria, they will not really have no choice than to
Oh no, to
involve
pay
the
exorbitantly.
agents that will build them without mercy. You understand? So that is the major issue that.
So if I may also ask, um, if I'm in the process,
Mm.
do I have access to book, even if it is not I mean, if it's not available in my home country, do I have access to book?
You can book, you can
Oh,
contact someone. If you have someone there as a friend, can help you to do
so
that. If
it's
you're
not
unable,
like the person is under agency and the agent will not allow the person to book by themselves. It's not like that. Oh, to
No,
that.
no, you can
That's good. That's
book
good. That's a
by
solution
themselves.
on its
On
own. All
and
right.
in their website, there is a space for like agents. That says individual. You just click on individual. You want person or something you want to do it. They will allow you to do it.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Do we
that
have
is.
the examinations in our home country, or must we travel out of Nigeria to write the test?
We used to have. I don't know of now, but we used to have 2 centers
In
in
Nigeria.
Nigeria. As before, but people fought for it. Then they created one in Lagos and one in Kaduna.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if they're still functioning, but people are
I
writing
know, I
exams
know,
from
I
them.
know Kaduna Pearson View site was active
Mm.
as at last year. I'm not sure of this exam, whether it's there or not. This is actually the first time I'm hearing about this examination. I'm quite
So
green when it comes to this Emirates nonsense. So that some other countries I may be able to talk boldly and
yeah.
brilliantly about them, but this is a green area for me. So I think that's a beautiful one then. And how difficult is it to pass this test?
It depends on preparation. You understand? Like myself, I and my friend, we wrote the exam twice. And the first time we prepared, but it was a really short period, because that time we had to obtain visa, go to the United Arab Emirates to write the exam. No centers in Nigeria then. And the booking, somebody did the booking for us, and it was just within a short period. But thank
Oh, okay.
God
You
our
were not
visa was.
yet well prepared for the test, not completely
Yes,
ready
thank
for the
God
test.
yeah, we had 3 months. So we now, when we wrote the first one and failed, we now said, okay, we are not going to book for another one. We will prepare for 1 full month. So for 1 full month, we were reading, and it's basically endless questions.
Oh, okay.
We didn't know, so they not told us that you have to like prepare for, because it's endless questions. So I remember one book. I can't really guess there. I've got the full textbook. I've forgotten the name of that. We had to read that book from its endless preparatory question, and comprehensive explanations and everything. So we had to read through
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
So we read like mad. Mad person.
Yeah. I know you are quite brilliant. So it's nothing too surprising to me that you clinched it. I know that first instance was the way it just came.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
and eventually, when we booked after 1 month of preparation, and we passed. So the result comes quickly. So we even like that, the result used to take for some, maybe like 1 week or so. But ours came, I think, the following day. The person that helped us to check, we were even arguing with him. No, the result is not how. They say, okay, whether you believe it or not, your result is out, and you both passed. So then we went to check and discovered that we passed. So you just have to prepare for endless materials. Just Google it for nothing. You just prepare. You're going to pass.
okay.
You're going to pass. It's
Thank you
not.
very much. So this test takes how many minutes and how many questions are in the package?
No, it's like me, and each is like this. Is computer based, and each question is peculiar to you. Like me, I answered 120 questions. You understand? On the computer, it's computer with time. Depending on the time you start, depending on it depends on you anyway when you start and when you finish. So I remember that I answered 120 questions. So your questions come for you only. It's peculiar to you. Your name is written that this exam is for you. Maybe based on what you submitted to them based on the experience you said you've had. So the questions are related to that.
Okay.
So like it was like, I think it was supposed to take me 3 hours, but I finished less than 3 hours. So
Thank you very much.
maximum I think is 3 hours.
Thank you so much about that. And do you need language tests to present to work there? Like, do you need to present IELTS, test of English for
No,
foreign languages, person test of English?
no,
Until date, you still don't need to present language
no.
reports.
Till date, no language reports,
So, do you have
no
to
IELTS.
learn Arab when you get there so you can converse with them or what? Or do they speak English like we do?
It's not compulsory. You understand? It's not compulsory. It's not part of the requirement, but it's only when you are looking for job after you've passed the exam, you've had your license. It's when you want to start working, you feel that maybe you want to learn Arabic. You understand? Because it's an added advantage. Even when you are looking for a job, they will write there Arabic, not compulsory, but it's an added advantage
Okay, so did you
for
learn
you.
any of those when you were there?
I had to, because we were, you just out of your own volition, you will want to learn, because it's the language that is spoken. English is
Hmm.
not common.
And it connects you.
Yes. Sorry to say, even if you are speaking good English, they don't,
You,
you
you
won't
feel-
even be understood. You understand? So you want to learn. So that was what pushed me to learn some little Arabics, how to greet in a little way, to explain to you just your medication, just basic things. It's good. It's another advantage.
Thank you very, very much. Okay. How about male nurses? I know that part of the world is a place that majorly they want female to take care of people, but do they employ male nurses too?
Yes, they do. They employ male nurses too. In UAE, their health sector is majorly in privatized and the public one. You understand? Public one, the government one, and the private ones. So the public ones, the government ones, they don't discriminate. They employ any gender. You understand? But in the private ones, they can discriminate depending on the type of patients. There you have bedside, hospital base, and you have home care. In fact, home care I think home care is a larger part, because the rich Arabs, they don't go to hospital like that. They feel, don't let me say too big. That is too important to you understand.
To
So
step
even
out
if
to mingle.
except the machine that is too big to move to their house, that they will have to go to the hospital and do the test and come back home. If you see their home, their homes like this, when you have patients in their home, you go to take care of them in their home, you see the hospital bed is electric bed, normal hospital bed, normal oxygen concentrator, normal everything will be there.
In
So we'll bring our
someone's personal house.
personal house. We'll bring your consultant down to come and review. So so we do
Hey.
it.
Ìyẹn gangan ni everybody enough easy.
So my first job there, I work with the home care. I work in home care. So we go to patient places to, like, I remember one of my patients that I took care of him last was two of us will always be there at a time. We could spend 10 days, 11 days,
In the
one will work
patient's
4 days.
house.
They will give us our own room. They'll be the one to feed us. They'll provide everything we need for us. They will make sure that our room is equipped, well equipped, and we'll be there. If you are off, if you are not on duty, you want to stroll around, one of the families can take you around the city, you know, wherever you want to go, and you come. So it's very, you know,
It will be a good
that
one
place is,
to
you know,
go for a holiday there.
yeah. So only on emergency basis you ring hospital or you ring the police ambulance to take the patient to hospital. Maybe you don't have what the patient needs at home. Even the dialysis, we do it at home. They'll bring the machine home. The dialysis nurses, they will come, they will dialyze the patient right there at the patient house. So then in that case, if the patient is a male patient, both male and female can take care of him. But if it's female patient that is at home, strictly female nurses.
How about doctors?
That is so that is where it comes in that if they are this private home care, if they are majority of their patients, if they are female, they will want to like employ females only.
Hey,
But if they have male patients too, they will employ males. So it's, but in public sector, in government hospital, they employ every gender as
wonderful.
needed. So that is
Wonderful.
what operates there.
Thank you very much. So, a big concern for many people is the inability to travel down with your family members. How is this over there?
Well, it's you're
Diapers?
right, but at
You
times,
want to go and bring
no,
another diaper, please? Quick.
not in all cases anyway. Some people they do travel with family at times, but it's not really, the environment is not really family friendly. I
Okay.
speak with friends. Sorry to say, it's not really friendly with family because Dubai, United Arab Emirates, it's one of the most expensive cities to live in as family. If you travel with go there with your family, your kids, the kids will suffer most because the education for the kids over there is very, very expensive. It's not affordable for an average earner. Even people earning good amount of money, working with the government, most of them at times they can't afford to send their children to school, especially people that have like 2-3 kids, 4 now. In fact, most of our Nigerian nurses, they are really getting good salary. Most of them send their kids back home to boarding school
Okay. How about if
because
you homeschool them these days of working from home and all whatsoever? Like if they have teachers that is teaching them online or that.
yeah, even as that, they do online. Even there, you can do homeschool for your children. If you can't afford to send them to school, you can teach them yourself. They will send you all the things you need. But to me, I don't really see that as
Yeah, the
something,
socialization
you
part
know.
will not be there.
And you as parents, you are not a teacher. You are not teachers. You are not professional teachers. You can't teach like the teachers will teach your
No,
kids.
never.
So in one way or the other, they will be missing. They will be missing some things. They will be lagging behind.
Hmm.
So it's not. I won't advise people to somebody I know to venture into that. So the education for kids is not, it's very expensive. Though for the Emiratis, the locals, it's free for their kids, but once you are an expatriate, you are immigrant, is very, very expensive.
Wow.
It takes courage to raise your kid, to send them to school over there. That is one of the disadvantages
Hmm.
I saw when I was.
That's a big, 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 big one. That
So
they-
what you are traveling with your family, your children are they should be the major parts of your family.
Yeah.
So they should be considered. So I think if they look into that, if their government look into that, I think that will be better and will attract more people and it will make people to stay with them. Because of what use? Why are you working? Is it not because of the kids? Majorly it's because of the kids. And they are there, you can't send them to school, you can't give them the best education. And that is, because of the
It's been
financial
under your
implication.
watch. You may be able to give them education, very good one, but sometimes you really want to do that under our close watches.
So
And
it's expensive. Yeah.
okay, thank
That's
you.
it.
Thank you very much. And how long will you say the process is?
Oh, normally the process, if you have all your credentials ready, all the documents ready, if there is no delay in verification from our nursing and midwifery council in Nigeria as Nigerian nurses, in fact, the whole process shouldn't take, in fact, it takes less than 1 month.
Wow.
It's used to take less than, if everything is in place, you've done whatever they ask you to do, you submitted all your something, you follow their rules. They want PDF format, you put it as PDF format. They want white background for their photo, you put white background there. So you follow the instructions strictly. It shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be more than 1 month. It's less than a month. Within less than a month, you do everything. It's used to be very fast. Even it should be faster now than before. The technology is, advancing. And when you talk about technology, UAE is, is one of the countries that they are advanced
Yeah,
technologically.
thank you very much. How about if we talk about remuneration?
Remuneration, it's fine. It's fine. Most especially if you are lucky to get SEHA job, that's government job. We call them SEHA. That's if you get that one. Honestly, it's fine. They pay better, they pay well, but the cost of living
It's above the roof.
is it's above the roof. And especially when you have kids going to school, if you can afford it, they pay well. They pay very, very well, they merit well. But the stress, the cost of living, it's high. They pay very well. Even better than here. They pay better than here. But there are some things you have to consider before you decide to stay there. They pay better. Especially if you are lucky to get SEHA. No, they pay better. That's what I can say about the
Thank you very much.
remuneration.
Is there anything in particular that can make one position one very well for the SEHA thing you are talking about?
Well, it's all at times. At times, it's luck. It doesn't matter your qualification. So let me give you a scenario. There was a time I was looking for, SEHA job as a midwife. I submitted my CV. One of our nurses, one of my friends came from Nigeria, encouraged me. They were sure they were looking for midwives. So, and seeing my CV, they saw that I was qualified to go for that job. So I submitted, and they invited me for an interview. So we were about to finish that interview, and one of their indigents came for that same position. See, their policy there is that if any job opportunity, that their own indigent, their own, citizens qualified for. Even there, sorry to say, whether qualified or no. So I was so unlucky that day. We were about to finish, and the lady came. So, and she got a job because she's from there. So that is their own policy.
Policy.
They will never give. Their own policy. They will never give that job to somebody
The foreigner.
outside. Yeah. So that is it, and that is how they do their thing. They don't see that as discrimination and no. So, but there are times your qualification too works, but not in all cases. Works, and your negotiation power. If your confidence, and you go for the interview, they see that you're confident, and they check your CV and see that they will ask you questions, practical questions. If this happens, what you're going to do, they'll consider that too. So,
Okay. Thank you very much. Does their CV has a pattern, or is just the regular CV we do in Nigeria? Do you have to put cover letter, personal statement or anything like that? Or it's just the regulars we do on day-to-day basis?
their CV, I think, is regular one, because the regular one I did
Presented.
it's just, let me say it's just like modified CV, like a resume. What you do, not it's different from a little bit different from what we do in Nigeria.
Okay.
You understand? So you like include some details. Some details.
Oh, okay.
Details. Because when they are interviewing you, every member of the panel will have your CV in front of them. So they'll be asking you questions from what you said you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, come and draw here. I wanted to. Yes. Emma, thank you. Draw,
So,
please.
a bit detailed than what we do back home. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
But
So,
it's common. The common one, yeah.
are there is this process something someone can do by themselves, or must someone actually use an agent compulsorily?
No, it's not. It's not. You can't use. It's not compulsory to use agents. You understand? If you are in a country that you are not restricted to some of their websites, and you are able to access it, you are not. It's not compulsory to use agents, because at the end if you use agents, if that agent lives in that country, by the time you get there, you will go there and fight that agent. By the time you get there and see everything by yourself, you see the costs and everything, you will go there and fight the agents, because you will see that because that's what used to happen then. you see nurses, to the extent of placing cases on people that help them, because the gap is just too too wide. There is a way. If you want to do things, even if you want to gain, no one is saying you shouldn't gain. The Yoruba people will say, but it shouldn't be too much.
Should do be like eating the person and sucking their marrows.
To the marrow. But it's something they took thousands of something from you. You think that you just get to know that even the exam they will book for is just 210 dirham. Even this is just 600, and they've taken thousands. And that thousands they took from you is millions in Nigeria. No,
It is what it is.
So if you are somewhere, you have good internet supply and you're not restricted, you have good, you can do it yourself.
So if my people need help to create accounts, to make payments, Since you can access the site, would you be able to help us in any way?
And one thing about the payment is that most of the time they accept only their local currency, and that is one of the reasons that normally cause problem. You understand that people will be forced to
To
use
use
agents that have their own
agents.
credit card and every. You
Wow.
understand? So that is. So at times you ring people that are there. Maybe you have friend that can actually help you to pay. You pay and you pay the person back. So
Okay.
that
So,
is.
so now that
Mm.
you've lived there and I'm in a way thinking you possibly have their credit card, if you fund the account, can you, if anyone needs such help, is this something you can do?
I still maintain the credit card. In fact, I still use that credit card to pay something recently. You understand? So I
So
say
we can,
I
so
can
we can,
help. I can.
we can come over.
Yeah,
Thank you
if the
very,
person has a stage of paying and wants to pay, I can do that.
okay. Thank you so
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And you've talked about some things that were not so beautiful about the journey.
Mm, mm,
Your
mm.
practice, how many hours do you work per shift? And how many shifts do you work in a week?
See, under normal condition there, according to the see, most of the time, the normal thing, according to the law, you have to work, I think 48 or 40 something hours.
In a week. That's like 4 12 hours.
In a week. But in most cases, it's more than that. You understand? For like the last place I worked now, in a week, I do 12 hours. I was supposed to do, I think supposed to do five, 7 days in a week. I'm supposed to be off twice, 2 days in a week. And even that 2 days, the 2 days you have, huh, it's not guaranteed. The 2 days is not guaranteed because they can just call you and tell you that please nobody to resume.
Okay,
Please
but
come and
we
resume.
they pay for that?
They will pay. You understand? They will pay you, but they will tactically delay the payments. The pay due this month, they're not going to pay this month. Even when they will wait till when it's about 2 months before they will pay the first one. You understand? There's a tactics they use. So they do it in such a way that even if you are leaving them, if you are going, there's no way you will get all your pay from them. And they do it in such a way that your money will want to tie you down.
Okay.
Because over there are two types of contracts. It's either limited or unlimited. If you are on unlimited contract, you are lucky. You just give your notice for resignation. But that they are limited contracts, you must finish your contracts. And even if you are not going to finish, the amount of money they are going to calculate on your neck to pay with the 3 months notice you are going to work, one will be frustrated. You will just discard the idea of going. So it's like you're being forced, being coerced to be there. So if anybody that knows very well, if they want you to sign contracts, just ask if it's limited or unlimited. If it's limited, don't sign.
Hmm.
Because once you sign a limited contract, you are stopped.
Hey,
Yeah, you are stopped. That's the problem there. So and the way they're going to pay the money, they will not most of them don't pay every month, especially the private sectors. They don't pay every month. They know that if they are owing you up to 2 months salary, if you calculate it up to 2, you can sue them. So they will wait like a month and few days to 2 months before they will pay one. They are very, very technical. You understand? So it's like they
that's
want.
not technicality, that's cunningness.
Yeah.
That's being cunning.
So it is
That's
trying
not
to like Just trying to, if mystically say just to so do most of the time. That's
Hmm.
what they do.
Ah,
So it's not so pleasant. You understand?
thank
It's not so
you. Thank
pleasant.
you.
The
So,
hours is long and the stress is much on you. So that's one of the reasons why I left. So one of the numerous reasons why I left the place, because I cannot just come and die because
mm,
of
because of money.
you have shifts tomorrow and you're going for shift, you'll be having palpitations, you know.
Hmm.
So it's not so pleasant. One of those things that's not so pleasant about the place. And that's it. I'm not discouraging people, but that's my experience. I'm speaking,
From your personal
from
experience, at
experience.
least there will be people who
Yeah.
would be singles, gentlemen who would have all the energy and all that and all that. So definitely, people will just have to make their choices.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Ah, it's
that's
been brilliant having you on ground. Very, very brilliant having you on
thank
ground.
you.
And
Thank you.
besides nurses and doctors, are there other healthcare professionals that they recruit internationally?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I heard that they used to recruit I think the physios too, the physiotherapy. So, but I don't really know what's the procedure. But every professional they recruit is on their website. They have the list of the professionals they recruit on their website.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you very much. So, if we have
Mhm.
questions on this channel, we definitely ring you or we drop our questions there so that you can respond to us.
Yeah,
And
glad to
we have your
glad
own
to answer.
channels link too. My people may be able to join so that if they have questions for you, they'll be very much ready to ask questions on your channel and all that and all that. So, um, yeah, big appreciation to you. I would just have loved to see what is the bearable estimate of the cost, financial implication of this journey at this moment, bearing in mind the naira, other currencies rates.
Oh, before, I don't know now. Now things have changed, and the exchange rates, and when I was there, we used to the maximum of exchange rates to Dubai, dirhams to naira then was like, I think the highest was like 300 or one. Did they even reach 120? But now it's 420. It's between 400 and above now.
Wow.
So it's like multiplying by that time I will be saying that at that period, if you had something like, in fact, with less than 500,000, then you
We'll
can,
get there.
finish aside your flights, aside for your flight money, and if you go for exam where you're going to stay, but for only the exam processing and everything, you won't you won't even you
Give
wouldn't
it
even
that
spend
way.
up to that amount by that time. But as of
Mhm.
now, for like now, let's say like 500,000 Alex times four now.
Yes, now
like
it is.
like even above
So
that, you
saying like
understand?
3 million
So
or more.
So aside the fact that you get there and you want to rent the accommodation where you will stay before you write the exam, but when you get job, it's likely your job comes with accommodation or subsidized
Accommodation. I
accommodation.
was about asking for that
Understand?
too. And now about their
Mm.
transportation system. How beautiful is
Oh,
it?
they have very good transportation system. The buses, the cars, their cars is like this, like this place as well.
Okay.
So, and they have buses. You only need to get your bus card.
Yeah.
The only thing, the only difference there is that they don't take cash.
Okay.
They don't take
Okay. You
cash
with your card.
for buses. only the card, you understand. But
Okay.
for taxis, for cars, you can pay cash for that.
All right. Thank you very much
So
for your time. It's been a beautiful time with you. We appreciate hearing from your wealth of experience, and
thank
we'll be
you.
happy to have you back in the next
Okay.
few days. Maybe possibly to
Okay.
discuss with us the weather condition, the
Oh, that's
religious
another thing.
aspect.
When,
Yeah. How you were able to socialize when you were there. All these are the factors I think many people will want to factor into the journey. So big
yeah.
appreciation to you, Victoria, for being
Thank
on
you.
the seat today. And
Thank you so much.
continue smiling, continue being you.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. We appreciate you. Okay, guys, that was Yemi. See, she's been in the Emirates for a while, and she moved from there to the United Kingdom to practice nursing. And she told us a whole lot about what she saw, how it went, and you'll be happy to share from my experience. Ask questions, please, because she's very much happy to answer questions. And I wish everyone good success with all your endeavors. Bye.